Garcia, who is our director for both the Seven Against Thieves and the Antigone that you're going to see now. So in true theater form, you see that we're having a little bit of sound issues. We're hoping to get them fixed in a minute, and if not, we're going to go with what we have. But I do want you, Mickey, to talk about their vision for this, because it is really cool, and as you see, the kids, they really gave the kids some direction, and the designers a place to go with this.
Hi, Mickey. So the general director's vision for this was I wanted to do something that was a surrealist or expressionist piece, so I honed in on one of my favorite fairy tale stories, which was Alice in Wonderland. So each of the Antigone characters are going to be reflections of a Alice in Wonderland character, and this is the same director's vision that followed all the way through with Seven Against Thieves. So in the story Seven Against Thieves, two brothers go to war over the land thieves, and they both end up dying ultimately at each other's swords. And the new king to come to the plate, Creon, decreed that Polynices, the one who fought Eteocles, the king of Thebes, for the land, he was not going to be given a proper burial, to which his sister Antigone disagreed. And, well, this is the story of her attempting to fight for a proper burial for both of her brothers. Antigone will be representing Alice of Alice in Wonderland. The chorus members will be the Flower Faces. Tiresias the Blind Seer is Caterpillar. The Messenger is White Rabbit. Ismene, the sister of Antigone, will be Mad Hatter. And the two guards will be card soldiers, making Creon the Red Queen, or the Queen of Hearts. The freshmen worked really, really hard on this piece, and I'm incredibly proud of them for stepping up to the plate, especially given such a short rehearsal process. And they really took all the tools that they had possible. And overall, I'm really, really proud of them, and I hope you end up being as proud of them as I am. Thank you so much.
Ismene, dear sister, you would think we had suffered enough. Our father's curse. There's no grief, no shame, no dishonor we have not lived through. And now, have you heard of Creon's new decree?
I have heard nothing. I have only heard of two sisters who lost two brothers, two deaths in a single hour.
That's why I had to speak to you. There's something we must do.
Why do you speak so strangely?
Listen, our brother Eteocles is buried. Creon gave him a soldier's tomb with the honor he deserved. But our brother, Polynices, who fought as bravely, they say that Creon will allow him no funeral. No one will bury him. No one will grieve. His body will lie in the fields, food for scavenging birds. If anyone tries to cover the body, the penalty will be death. There it is. Now you can prove you are a true sister.
Me? Are you crazy? What can I do?
I'm going to bury him. I need your help.
But you said the law forbids it.
Ismene, he's our brother.
But the danger.
I'm not afraid of Creon.
Antigone! Our father died a hated man, his eyes ripped out by his own hands. Our mother died, at once his mother and his wife. And our brothers died, each killed by the other's sword. Must we pile pain upon pain? Go against Creon's orders? We are only women, Antigone. We cannot fight against men.
If you think that, then I don't need your help.
I'm afraid for you.
Don't be. I will bury my brother. If I die, I will lie down with him in death, and he will love me as I love him.
So fiery. You should be cold with fear.
I'm only doing what I must.
Now in the beautiful morning of victory, let thieves sing for joy. With dancing hearts say goodbye and fill our temples with praise.
together today because I know I can depend on you. Your loyalty to King Laos was absolute. You were true to Oedipus when he was king. And when he died, you were just as true to his son. Sadly, as you know, the king's sons are both killed in battle. As the next in blood, I am king. And this is my first decree. Oedipus, who died as a man, to die fighting for his country, has received full military honors. But Polynices, who aimed a sword at his native city and the shrines of his father's gods, will have no burial. He will lie on the plain, unburied, and the dogs and the vultures can do what they like. This is my command. While I am king, no traitor will be honored.
If that is your will, King, we will obey.
Sir, I didn't want to come. I didn't want to tell you. But we thought if you heard from someone else, it would be worse.
Come to the point.
You didn't do it. We didn't do it. We don't know who did. You can't punish us for what someone else has done.
Out with it.
The body. Dead Polynices. Someone has covered the body in earth.
The ones who did this are the secret whisperers. The ones who have always plotted against me. Gods! I swear by them and their thrones. The man who has done this will pay a high price. Find that man and bring it to me. Or you won't just be killed. You'll be strung up alive. Go!
The world has countless wonders, but man is more wonderful than all. His word, God, His wisdom, His laws, He sheltered us from wind and snow, from every game but one. When laws are kept, how proud are the cities. When laws are broken, what city can stand? May the lawless never find shelter in my home or in my heart.
What does this mean?
The king's daughter, Antigone, a princess.
Held as a prisoner. You found who did it.
You caught her in the act. Where's Creon?
Back so soon?
You found the guilty one. Here she is.
Now judge her as you will. We're done.
But this is Antigone.
I tell you, I saw with my own eyes.
We swept the body from the dirt. This flesh is stinking by now. And we sat on hills to keep watch.
There was a storm of dust, and you couldn't see for a while.
But then, when it was clear, there she was.
I've seen a mother bird before come back to her broken nest and shriek for little ones that are gone. This girl was like that, crying to heaven over the body, cursing the hands that killed her.
She tried against the bird, but we caught her right away. She didn't act scared. Didn't deny it. She came without a fight.
Antigone, look at me. Is all this true?
Yes.
You can go. Tell me this. Did you know what I had said about this matter?
It was public. I couldn't help hearing.
So you dared to defy the law?
Not God's law. That final justice that rules in the heavens would make no such law. Your hand is strong, but all your strength is weakness against the immortal laws of the gods.
You know I said the penalty is death.
I'm mortal. I will die whether or not you command it. If I must die before my time, this is not a hardship. Better than to live as I do now with evil all around me. My death is unimportant. If I had left my brother lying in death unburied, then I would suffer. Just like her father.
Stubborn, she has never learned to yield.
She has sinned twice. by breaking the law and by boasting about it. Guards! Go and arrest Ismene too. I accuse her equally. I can't let this go unpunished. If I did, which one of us here is a man?
What punishment besides my death?
Nothing else. That's all I want.
So kill me. I'm tired of talking. These men here would praise what I've done if their lips weren't frozen shut in fear. Kings are lucky. They say what they like.
No one here agrees with you.
They do. They're just afraid to say so.
Even if it were so, you're the one who's guilty.
There's no guilt in honoring my brother who died.
What about Edicles? Wasn't he your brother too? He defended his country. Polynices betrayed it. You would give a traitor the same honor as a hero?
All the dead deserve respect.
The wicked along with the righteous.
Who can say what the gods think is wicked?
Here comes Ismene, her eyes raining down sorrow.
Two sisters scheming against my throne. Ismene, do you confess your part in this?
Yes, I confess.
No, she's done nothing. Nothing.
Do you refuse me, Antigone? I have to be true to our brother as well. I will die with you.
One of these girls has lost her mind. The other was crazy from the start.
I won't go on living without my sister.
You can already consider her dead.
But Creon, she was supposed to marry your son.
My son deserves better than an evil woman. Enough of this talk. Take them and guard them carefully. There are only women that they rush towards that when many brave men run away from it.
Whoever has never tasted God's vengeance is lucky. When the anger of heaven strikes and your household is shaken forever. Temptation rises behind each child like a wave from the black northeast.
Son, you've heard my final judgment. Have you come to bring hate or the proper love and respect?
I'm your son. I obey. No marriage means more to me than your judgment.
Good. You can't lose your head for a woman. Soon enough, her beauty will fade and you will wake up with a witch for a wife. She can go find a husband in hell.
Father, you are right when we say we can't lose our heads. The power to think is God's greatest gift. You have your thinking, and I can't say it's wrong. Yet other men have thoughts too. You don't know what the others are saying. Your temper terrifies them, and they say what you want to hear. But I hear them mutter and whisper in the dark about this girl. They say no one has ever died so unfairly, so shamefully for her kindness. The most important thing is your success. When there's a flood, which trees survive? Those that can bend. Those that are unbending, stiff, those are the ones that break. Don't be stubborn. Don't believe you're the only one that can be right.
So you think a man my age should take lessons from a boy?
Not if I'm wrong. But if I'm right, why does my age matter?
Do you believe in anarchy?
Of course not.
Did she break the law or not?
But people don't think so.
So the people want to teach me how to rule.
Who is talking like a boy now?
I'm the one who gives the orders, but it seems you're ruled by a woman.
Are you a woman? My only concern is for you.
Listen to me. The girl must die.
Then she must. But she won't die alone.
What is that? A threat?
No threat.
By the gods, bring her out. Get the girl in here. She will die before his eyes.
No. Not before my eyes. But look at my face now. You will never see it again.
Gone, gone, Creon. A young man's rage is dangerous.
Let him dream of doing what he likes. He won't save these girls from death.
Girls? Will you really kill them both?
No, you're right. The innocent one may live. But Antigone, far out in the wilderness, I will lock her in a vault of stone. There she can pray to our hellish gods. See if they can teach her a way out.
Aphrodite, cruel goddess of love. Look at the anger between father and son. Families broken, in the room. By the soft face of a girl, even the pure mortals can't escape. And mortals tremble before you.
goodbye to the sun that will shine for me no more. Death is calling me to its cold shore, where there's no wedding song, no music.
But if you have done right, then surely in death you'll find your glory.
I'm cursed. Not for this, but for the horrors of my house. Unspeakable crimes. Mother and son in the marriage bed. Oedipus, father and brother. Your marriage strikes from the grave to kill mine. All my life I am a stranger in my own land. The sin of my birth has followed me.
You have made the choice to do what you've done.
Your words are bitter to me. The sunlight itself is cold. Lead me to where there's neither love nor lamentation. No song, but silence.
Enough of this. Take her. Put her in a boat. She'll die in here. Or if she lives somehow. It doesn't matter.
Elders of thieves and gods and my fathers, look at me, the last generation of a long line of kings. See how I've led away